Fairus and Laila, we would like to explain about narrative text for you.
And there are 4 points that we would like to share with you. The first point is the definition of narrative text. The second is the generic structure. The third is the the purpose of narrative text, and the last is the lexicogrammatical feature. Okay, everyone, let's get started. Okay, when we talk about narrative text, it can be separated from a story and a past experience. Most acts during those objects, people usually call it as narrative text. So, what is narrative text actually? Narrative text is a text focusing on a specific participants. Is a piece of text which tells a story with complication or problematic events with resolution to solve the problems. Well, we can probably say that narrative text is like someone with problems or complication which make their condition get even worse, but then those problems will lead them to resolution that can make their condition better than before. The definition is clear, right?
Now you know the definition of narrative text. Let's continue to the generic structure of narrative text. There are 4 points of generic structure. The first one is orientation. You can call it as exposition or the beginning of the story. In this part, of scene is set and the characters are introduced. That's why it is called the beginning of the story. Second is complication or raising action or the middle of the story. In this part, there will be new problems which add conflicts to the story and it leads us to the climax. The third is resolution, or we can call it ending of the story. And the last is coda or reorientation. Coda is lesson from the story, but this part is optional, you can make it or not. It sounds great, right? Okay, next to the purpose of narrative text is to amuse or entertain people with a story. Then, every text has a language feature or lexicogrammatical. There are several points of lexicogrammatical in narrative text. The first one is using past tense, second using processes verbs, and the last is using temporal conjunction. Is it clear, class? Yeah, that's a great question. I think the difference between narrative and recount text is very clear. A narrative text story contains problems, inhibition, and which must be solved. A kind of the story we usually find in the legend text or myth. Whereas a recount text story contains unusual story in the arrangement, it hasn't to mention the problems.
Okay, the difference is clear, right?
Okay, that is for today.
Thank you for listening to us until the end of the class. Good work,
Thank you.
everyone.
See you.
See you.
Bye-bye.